Hello, 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 and welcome to today's teaching. My name is Eleni, and I'm going to be going deep into love, sex, and intimacy today. I'm also going to be bringing through the frequency of God in this conversation because, as many of you know, if you've been following me for a while, I love bringing through the energetics of erotic love and God for a woman to experience deep, ecstatic love and devoted surrender when she's with her man or her beloved. Now, firstly, I'd like to say that many women desire to feel God in their man, to feel consciousness being pressed into them and into the walls of the room so that they can feel themselves being filled with God's love. This isn't only something that sounds good and poetic, it is something that can truly be experienced within a union if a woman allows herself to go there and to those deep places within herself that she has shut off, cut off, and abandoned in fear of feeling fully, being receptive, and deepening into her feminine surrender. To feel God is to feel deep love moving through you. It means to fill the parts of yourself with His love and your deep yearning to be filled with His love first. Once a woman is able to bring through, or allows herself rather, to bring through this energy, these frequencies within her, she then starts to feel herself as love and brings through this transmission into the world. People feel her erotic love, her deep yearning, and her fullness especially. A woman's fullness is especially attractive to a masculine man. Her knowing that she is so full of herself, so full of love, opens her to experience not only bliss, but also ecstatic surrender as well. Because when you're a woman and you're feeling full and you know how whole, loved, and worthy you are of whatever it is that you desire, a man comes in to complement your energy with his embodied masculine presence, his penetration, and his own love as well. A woman inspires this in a man. If he is not embodied in this, firstly, fully, a woman can inspire this. She can really open herself up and become his muse through her own erotic divinity to inspire greater leadership, more integrity, and more depth of presence as well, which in itself will open her and deepen her into trust. Because if you're not fully trusting a man to let go, and you're saying things like, you dropped me back then, and I'm not going to allow myself to open because I don't trust you to not hurt me again. What she's actually saying is that she does not trust herself to trust him. Now, there's nothing wrong with communicating the ache in your heart when you're feeling dropped, because let's face it, we're always going to feel like, we're going to be dropped at some point because it's true. But we don't have to cling to it. There's a difference. Knowing that at some point a man's going to drop you is reality. But knowing that he cares for your heart and you not being closed off to him because of that fear, you remain his muse and inspire him to love you and lead you well as well. So to feel into the parts of you that you don't fully trust, the parts of you that you don't trust to let go, instead of projecting all of that onto a man and giving him that weight to hold, you can bring it back to yourself and you can get really honest with these parts. Because here's the thing that a lot of women miss. The deeper the self-trust, the deeper that you're able to trust your man, the deeper the sexual surrender, the deeper the orgasms, the deeper the ecstatic love and connection. That's how it goes. It's not about you feeling like you have to trust him and not doing your own work and him needing to prove himself to you that you can trust him. I'm presuming here, everybody watching this, it's resonating with what I'm saying. You're with a good man. And if you're with a good man, then he's going to want to take you deeper. If you have that yearning in your heart and it's not coming from the energetic and the transmission of need, he's going to want to fill you up energetically, with his penetration, all the ways. So feeling God through a man is allowing yourself to remain open in your desire, in your love, in your wholeness, knowing how whole, worthy, and loved you are of the deep love that you desire. A woman, the woman, is the one that creates the space for deeper intimacy for her man. She receives him in her body first. She deepens her own love for herself. And in that, she opens to receive her man ever more deeply. She receives him in her body. So this is why the body work is important here. The energetic work is important here. The clearing work is important here. All of those painful, like destructive beliefs that you have about men not serving you or the relationship or the intimacy that you desire. Holding on to past energies in your womb of previous relationships, of men, of old timelines that are not serving you anymore, not serving you or the intimacy that you desire to experience in your relationship. Projecting your own stuff, for example, the trust onto a man when you know he's a good man, is that you can't trust yourself, or you're not allowing yourself to trust yourself and trust God to take you to those places that you deeply desire. This is where we come to dance with shadow and light. Because when we can dance with both, that's when we can experience true joy. We can experience ecstasy because we've allowed ourselves to dance in both, to feel both, to go into the depths of both. And in that way, also, you can take dark and light, not shadow and light, dark and light, but also shadow if you like, depending on what you like, to the bedroom. And you can heal with these parts in the bedroom. You can play with love's light and dark love. And you can feel confident in yourself to go to those places and to allow a man to take you deeper into those places. And that requires self-trust. That requires you to trust yourself to go into those places within yourself first, to then be able to take it to the bedroom. This is part 1 of love, sex, and intimacy with God. I cannot wait to bring you the next teaching. So much love.